Thank you so very much, Gitanjali Tai. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Thus, the foundation of every state is the education of its youth. Namaste, myself Dr. Vaishnavi Devendra Kirad, Jai Hind People's Movement coming together for peace, harmony and progress के आज के विषय एजुकेशन मास्टर की टू अ स्ट्रॉन्गर इंडिया को आगे बढ़ाते हुए मैं आप सबका फिर से एक बार स्वागत करती हूँ. Let's move on towards the next speaker of the day. Having a strong background in business development, international trade management, project management, account management, and operations, having worked with multinational engineering, advanced manufacturing, and life science companies across Europe and India, Dr. Siddharth Mukane, joining us today from USA, was nominated for the Director of the Year International Award 2020. Sir, being originally from India, right from supporting Dr. Prakash Amte's work for tribal in remote part of India to offering a new narrative for NHS, National Health Services UK, Dr. Siddharth is a trustee of following charity organizations: Himalkasa Health Foundation UK, Community Connects, Culture and Arts, and our NHS are concerned. Now, I request Sir to kindly oblige us with a few words. I request our technical team to please take Sir on the screen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vaishnavi, for the introduction. Just two small corrections. I'm not a doctor. And the other thing is that I'm from UK, London, not from USA. But thank you. Thank you so much for your kind introduction. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Sudhirji Tambe and team of Jai Hind People's Movement from creating such a wonderful think tank platform on the auspicious occasion. And I would like to thank you for inviting me to address the conference on very important subject, which is very close to my heart as well, education. As Dr. Vaishnavi have mentioned that I'm working with the businesses. So I'm working in UK and India corridor to enhance trade and investment between the two countries. And as a part of my responsibility, I'm working very closely with UK universities and UK businesses for last 10 years. It is very difficult to cover as vast subject as education in this very short period of time, but I will try to focus on the topic of education and entrepreneurship. But it is very essential to understand the overview and the related issues of the education sector before addressing them. So now we know that very often India presents a study in contrast, especially when it comes to the education. For example, it has one of the world's largest educational systems with 1.4 million schools, 40,000 colleges, and around 1,000 universities. Over half the population is under 30 years of age, and each year, 10 million people join the workforce. Yet, the normal research shows that only 30% of college graduates are employable, and only 1 in 4 is employed in formal sector. If this trend continues, the skill gap will continue. People with the skills that businesses do not require and the job for which the right fit is not available is likely to hit the 75% very soon. So it's very alarming situation. So we have got the very strong structure, but how we can create this skill force, that is a key thing. And the education and the innovation and the entrepreneurship is working very closely and hand in hand. So if you see the startups, how the situation in startup as well in India, particularly in regards to India startups, they have grown significantly over the past few years. Startups had redefined India's economy with its favorable demography, open economic environment, culture of entrepreneurialism, and India is very highly conducive to entrepreneurial activity. However, to see the record, India's startup economy has now not reached full maturity, and almost 90% of the businesses or the startups die in their infancy. So almost 90% of business die within the 5 years since they start. There are many reasons, so we can go for that. Or say, for example, lack of innovations. Not saying that all of them, but normally what is a trend somewhere is that the replication of Western business model. because they feel that this is the kind of a key of success, or lack of skilled workforce, where the universities and colleges come into the picture. Lack of funding, where the support is getting from the government and the different organizations, and inadequate formal mentoring. So the guidance which is lacking. Various organizations, I'm sure, are working, doing the great work in their own arena, but it is important to connect the dots because there's quite a gaps in different areas. For example, university and colleges need to look beyond the conventional education methods. So only education is not a, yes, that is a key thing. Of course, you have to educate the students and the children, provide that education, but they need to take more responsibility. That's what now in the UK universities are doing quite actively, and they're doing quite well as well. They need to create the platform like innovation centers for startups or SMEs in collaboration with the government, so that the businesses, the local businesses, know where to go, where to take their ideas, so that they can nourish those ideas and they can find the right platform and the support to the flourish in that with that idea. Another a good example that for there is, as I mentioned to you, there is a unemployability, there is a lack of skill force. So I think university and corporates need to work very closely. They need to come very together to provide that support to the students, the graduates. Uh, the, Now I feel that there's universities are producing the students, and then the students finding their way to get the job. But I think if the universities and corporates can come together and to understand each other's requirement, that will be very helpful for both of them, and it will help, most importantly, to student to identify the right skills and to get the job where it's available, so that they will, before they pass out or before they graduate, they will know what they want to do, which industry they want to go to, or where is the opportunities available for them. So there's a strong engagement is required between the education platform as well as the corporates. The same thing about the government as well, that because in the research shows that there is a lack of mentoring, lack of advisory, and I think that's where the government need to actually create the net across the state or the country, develop the structure of business advisor. Now that's what the UK government has done pretty well in that area. They created, the recruited the business advisor or the knowledge experts from the who has worked in that field for a long time, and they recruited those people, and those people are guiding the SMEs or the startups, and to help them, to provide the channel to them, that where to get the information, where to find the funding for their the project, and what they need to do to make it the commercialize. So there's a lot of the information and guidance is provided to the business advisors. And I think that our businesses in India, they have got lots of talents, they have got a lot of knowledge, and they're great ideas, but they need to be nourished. And this business advisor who has worked in that field for a long time can help them to develop in that arena. So there's a lot of activities that need to be done. There is a lot of engagement is required, and I'm sure there is a bright future we can look ahead for the businesses and the graduates is coming out, and that gap which I told you, that is very alarming situation. But I think same time is creating the great opportunity as well, to showcase that how the capable the country and the state and the universities or the corporates are, who are working together to support those businesses. So that's actually the message I would like to get through this platform. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm listening the since the from the first session, and it was amazed to hear the different speakers has spoken so well in the different subjects. So I'm really absorbing that information, and wish you all the best for the future with the conferences. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so very much. It's a pleasure to have you as a speaker today, and I thank you so very much for such an informative speech. सर के कथन को मैं एक ब्रीफ में बताना चाहूंगी कि सर ने हमें बताया है कि लैक ऑफ फंडिंग के होने के बावजूद भी एक बिजनेस को किस तरीके से एक्सपांड किया जा सकता है। हमारे इंडिया में बिजनेसेस के लिए एक बहुत उज्जवल फ्यूचर है, सिर्फ हमें हमारे आइडियाज को एक नरिशमेंट की जरूरत है। थैंक यू। Now I hand over the dais to Gitanjali. Thank you.